Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Paula. I'm from Manchester in the UK, and I'm going to be taking you through our travel subscription, our travel club, our travel system that helped you save thousands and thousands of pounds on travel. And we're going to go through the details as to how that works, and then we're going to have a bit of a chat. So I'm joined tonight by Mahmouda
Hiya.
and Daryl.
Hi.
And we've had some lovely technical difficulties to get us started. So now we're on the right track. We're just going to go for it. If anyone sees this and has any questions, please go back to the person that has shown you this video and feel free to ask away whilst you're on the Zoom as well. So first of all, what does our travel system do? What does it look like? How does it feel to be a part of it? Well, if you think about what you have a subscription for, Netflix, Amazon for your shopping, you have a subscription for the gym. All of these things you pay monthly for. Now, what if you could have a pay monthly system that will save you thousands on all of your travel, no matter when you take it, no matter who you're taking with you? If you can save money on that through having a really simple subscription service, would that help you? I think the answer would be yes. So the way in which our subscription service works, there's actually 4 different ways that you can use it. And 4 different ways that you can save money on travel. There are other things that you get with it as a perk, but the main areas that we use are all related to travel. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a search engine. 95% of the search engines that you use online right now are owned by the same 2 companies. Whenever I tell anyone that, they are absolutely gobsmacked because it's something that's completely new to me until I found what we do now. Because if you think about it, when you're looking at those searches and you're doing comparisons on different sites and you're trying to find the best deal, you don't know for sure whether they're the same company that owns, well, you can find out, but you don't know for sure whether or not it's the same company that owns both those travel sites that you're looking at. So are they being clear and transparent? Are they being completely upfront as to what their prices are? Are they giving you the best deal, or are they playing you off on each other on the different sites? That's something that I think about quite a lot because that's what I want to help people with. Personally, I don't see that as clear and transparent. That's where we come in. We're completely independent of any of those search engines. And our search engine actually brings you a price that is minus the commission. You might know when you use a search engine of that nature online, every single one is loaded with a commission that company keeps for you using that facility. Now, when you have a subscription service with us, we don't need to add a commission because that's why you have a membership. That's why you have a subscription for that perk. The second thing that we have with our membership, second and third are kind of grouped together, and they're what we call our getaways and our world tours. And the reason that we group them together is because your subscription fee that you pay every single month is doubled by the company and given back to you in the form of points that you can use against these 2 things, getaways and world tours. And those points buy down the price of 4 and 5-star resorts all around the world. And the prices that we are talking are, some of them are for zero. Can you still see me? Because it's just said that my internet has gone a bit wonky. Can you still see me?
Plus,
I didn't hear that because it just went really fast. Can you hear me now?
yeah, you're fine now.
Okay. And what we have with that, so 4 and 5-star resorts all around the world, and the prices we're talking about, you just pay taxes on some of them. Taxes can be as little as £61 for a family of 4. So imagine going to the Canary Islands and staying at a place that's a 5-star resort and you've paid £60 for the week in taxes. That's it. You will need to get your flights on top of that, but we know the tips of the trade as to how to get cheaper and affordable flights as well. But nowhere in the world can you find a Canary Islands trip for just paid taxis. It's just not there. Travel agents don't give us that. It's the only way that you will find it. So that's our getaways. That is for you personally, for your family, for you and your friends. For you, if you want to go on a solo trip, if you fancy it. There's lots of different places that you can go to, and we do have other videos that give you comparisons. So ask us for that. We can send that information to you just to see the kind of places that we have available, but how much they are in comparison to your travel agent rates. Ask us. The other part of this area of our membership is our world tours. Now, world tours are group travel that have basically been put together for us, being members, to kind of say, look, thank you for being part of this company. Come and meet us. Come and see who is sometimes behind the company. So you can go on trips to visit and see the CEO. The CEO attends, and you can go to conferences and meet the top earners in the company. Or you can go along and meet other people from all over the world, because we're such a tight community that you end up being best buddies with someone who's over the other side of the world. So imagine having a friendship that can come together over something like travel. It's a very special thing to have. And the prices that we're looking at there are phenomenal. And some of the prices, like New York, for example, the price you would pay for a 4-night, 5-day stay in New York, you would probably pay to have breakfast for the amount that it costs. So for the price you would go and stay in a hotel in New York, top class hotel, you're treated like royalty. The breakfast would cost the same amount as what we pay through our membership, which, as you can see, the kind of comparison of prices when you're comparing it to everyday things like food, is quite inspirational. It's quite incredible. The fourth part of our membership is all related to having a free trip. So if you want to experience this, and if you want to check it out, as soon as you take a membership, you can go on a free trip. You're just paying taxes, which every single travel provider everywhere in the whole world, you will have to pay taxes for. It's all usually hidden in the cost of whatever you're paying, but we just have to pay that. That's it. Some of them as low as £30. So you're paying for a week stay in a beautiful hotel, and you're getting it free. So just to give you a bit of a rundown as to what would happen if you when you take a membership with us, when you take a subscription with us, if you did that tomorrow, you would have access to the search engine immediately. You would have access to the free trip incentive that you can book in advance. So you can check it out and you can book it, but it takes some time for you to receive the voucher. You then have access to everything straight away. What I'm getting to is the getaways and the world tours, though. However, we give you a bit of a guideline of maybe 4 or 5 months to allow the points to creep up, and they will give you the maximum discount on the trips that you book. And that's it. We pay subscriptions to get fit. We pay subscriptions to get shopping delivered to our door. Excuse me, we pay subscriptions for food deliveries. Why not pay subscriptions to go and stay on the beach that Mahmouda's at the moment? It's beautiful. All in all, I've saved close to £11,000 using this travel system. There is no contract, and it works month on month, and it's just a monthly. One of my trips, actually, I saved the equivalent of 2 years subscriptions in one trip. Just to give you an example, I'm going to chat to the ladies in a second, but just to give you an example, I stayed at Clowens Estate in Cornwall. If you don't know it, look it up. It's absolutely beautiful. I paid £175. Eight people could stay there. And in total, when I looked this up before we went, it should have cost £3,000. Those are the kind of prices that we get having this exclusive subscription. And it's ideal for anyone who wants to go away once a year, or if you want to go 5 or 6 times a year. I've done more traveling in the last few years than I have probably over the past 10, because I've been able to do it and I've been in that financial situation that I can do it. There's also a business opportunity attached to it. There's no pressure to use that part of the business of the company. It's something that we specialize in, and you can get your membership for free. So if you like the sound of what you're hearing and you want to get to a position where you've got a subscription but you don't have to pay for it, you still get all the perks, you get all of the advantages. You just don't have to pay for it anymore. We actually specialize in doing that for you as well, making sure that happens. And we aim to do that within the first 60 days or so of you having a membership. So if you want to chat about that, please get in touch. Now, Mahmouda, you've been on a few trips.
I have.
What would you say has been the highlight for you with the way this works?
For me, it was definitely Dubai, the world tour, because I met other company members who knew who I was, because we do all these Zooms and regularly. They knew who I was, and I was going across from one side of the pool to the other, and somebody in the pool goes, "It's Mahmouda," and it's like meeting family reunion. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And yeah, I went with my mum and 2 of my daughters. So we had 2 rooms, $89 for a room to have 2 people in for 5 nights, I believe it was, and full breakfast every morning. So $89,
It's
it costs more
incredible.
than that for one night anywhere. Go to
it does.
when you're in, it'll cost more.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
That's Dubai in a 5-star hotel.
Everything in Dubai is luxury though, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you're going to get luxury because that's all they do. But for $89, wow, that's incredible.
I love it. I mean, yes, I've been on the world tours, but I've also done the getaways like you. I did one in Devon. It cost me £120 and it was a 1-bedroom, but it slept 4 people. And I asked at the reception, I said, how much would this normally cost? And they said 1,500. And I spent 120.
Wow.
So, and that was a spa hotel, obviously.
Obviously a spa hotel. It's the only one you go to.
Absolutely.
Wow, though. That's
a big difference. Yeah.
How long was that one for? A week?
For a week. Yeah. In Devon.
Wow.
And that was in our lockdown. So between lockdown 1 and lockdown 2. So I was going, oh, do I go? Don't I go? I thought, I need to have a break. So I went. And I thought, I'm so glad I did. I had so many massages and went swimming. It was just great fun.
That's the thing, though. It's so good. I mean, as you guys know, and as most of you watching probably will too, I'm from a mental health background, and positive mental health is so, so important. And I think we missed and lost a lot of that during the last few years. And people are only just starting to get back to feeling like they're themselves again. And when it comes to travel, though, it's scientifically proven that looking forward to a trip. So if you're planning a trip for summer, come and speak to us, because your points will be adding up and you'll save a fortune, but you'll feel fantastic as well, because you know you're saving money, and it will improve your mental health because it's scientifically proven. If you're looking forward to a trip, never mind you're on one, you're looking forward to one, it releases all those happy hormones and it makes you feel amazing. So we're pretty fortunate in the fact that we always have trips booked in. We always have trips to look forward to. We're always on that high when it comes to travel because we've always got something going on. Because I'm taking the kids away to Malaga at Easter. And I know that you guys have got things booked in and you've got things happening for the rest of the year. So thank you, Moo. That's amazing. And it's such a good community to be a part of as well.
Absolutely.
Daryl, thank you, Moo. Daryl, tell us your experience. We were in Budapest in November, which was incredible. And Daryl only went and got herself upgraded for free, which is just even more amazing. But tell us how you feel about things. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I was very excited with Budapest because we got a really good deal. I think it broke it down because the room covered for 2 people, but per head it was £11 a night, so it's an amazing hotel. The breakfast was included and it was like enough to feed an army. And we scuffled some stuff, didn't we? Take with us to take out
every day. Yes,
it was
that
just
was our lunch.
Yeah. I thought, gosh, it just felt so precious to be doing that on that sort of money. It was just like, wow. And I've got myself, I booked myself in for a beautiful hotel in Malaga in October. And for 2 people, it's cost £26 for 5 days, 4 nights. And it includes breakfast and dinner. I know,
My God,
I know.
£26 for 2.
Yeah.
You can't even get breakfast and dinner for 4 days for that amount of money.
Forget 4 days, try 1 day. Can't do
for
it.
1 day. Wow, 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 wow. That's amazing. Have you
So
looked
those
at flights?
happy
Because
hormones,
with the, oh yeah, go on, happy hormones.
happy hormones are coming along already, waiting for that one.
Yes, I bet they are. But how good does it feel saving all that money?
Well, it feels really good not spending very much money, to be honest.
Exactly. And then have you checked out flights? Because when we were looking at Budapest, our flights ended up being around £60 each. And then I think because we know some of the shortcuts and the little tips and tricks you can take with flights, because the flight industry does not discount flights very often or in a way that our membership does. So that's something to be aware of. Having said that, you do have access to flights because our membership site, so our search engine, whenever you use it, you get rewarded immediately. And there's no terms and conditions attached to those rewards. And you can use those rewards for flights. So say you've had your membership for a year, you can book those trips using that search engine and save it because you're not paying commission. Not only that, you're adding to your rewards pot. And then the following year, you can use those rewards against flights. So I mentioned that Canary Islands one, there's 60 odd pounds for your taxes. You get in your flights, it's going to cost you £60. And when we looked, Daryl, I digress, at the Budapest flights, 2 days after, I think, when we booked ours, they went up to, they doubled in price, if not more, £150 return. They went up to. So have you found any flights for the Malaga trip yet, or is that?
Yeah, I found some flights about £88, something like that. Yeah.
So it's going to cost you about £100 and you've got your breakfast and your dinner. That's
Amazing.
an all-in trip, really, isn't it? You don't, if you needed to get away and you were a bit tight on cash, I mean, you can earn from this as well. So we don't need to really think of it in that way. But I do know people.
I've obviously had to redeem points
Yes.
to get that price. But the thing is, those points didn't actually cost me anything because my membership is free.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And if money's a bit tight, but you need to get away for a few days, how good is that? It's going to cost you £100. And you're there and you can just lounge by the pool all day. And
it's a very lovely luxury hotel.
yeah.
All these different swimming pools. It's got hydro pools on the rooftops. It's just got like everything.
Yes. Amazing, amazing. And I think I've mentioned before, I'm going to be looking at this one, to be honest, because I think Mummy deserves a nice trip, doesn't she, on her own? With her
Yeah.
friends. I think so. So I'm going to be looking at it myself. So watch this space. But is there anything else that either one of you would like to add before I wrap up for the evening?
Well, a lot of people are going, oh, travel's expensive. We don't want to, can't afford it. But if you do it with us, you can afford it. Travel might be expensive, but it's definitely a necessity. We all need to relax and chill and just recharge.
Yeah.
Being in the same 4 walls all the time. So a lot of people working from home, they don't even get out of the house.
I know.
You need to do it. So, but if you look at the adverts that are going around, because obviously the January sales for flights and hotels and whatnot, all the holiday things, I'm not going to name anyone, it's £60 per person deposit and all the rest of it. And you think, we can just spend a lot less than that.
Yeah, and the thing is, with us as well, you don't have to pay a deposit. Yeah. You don't have to pay a deposit. You're paying a subscription. You've got a subscription there. You don't have to pay a deposit.
And we're not per person.
And we're not per person. Yeah, that's which I love about it, me, because I think it's so much clearer because you can see exactly what you're getting and how much it's going to be. How many times have you gone through a booking on a travel site and then at the end you've added like £1 million to it because it was like hidden costs and stuff? Drives you crazy. We don't need to worry about any of that because it's all completely upfront as you go through the process, which, by the way, we do share. If you want to come and have a chat with us, we can share that process with you. And we are looking at doing some live bookings online at some point as well. We've got lots of things coming up and lots of opportunities for you to come and chat with us. So I've mentioned in a post today on Facebook that I've got some complimentary travel planning Zooms that I'm arranging. My diary is filling up really fast. And I know you guys are doing the same and things are getting really, really brilliantly busy. It's an amazing phrase, brilliantly busy. And it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy because all these people that are being helped with something that they didn't think they could afford. I always thought I was outpriced in travel because I've got 4 kids. I couldn't go and do the things that I'm doing now. So it's just an absolute godsend. It's such a lifeline for so many people. But thank you so, so much, guys, for being on this evening. As I said at the beginning, if you see this and you want to know more, go back to the person that has shared this video with you and have a chat with them and they'll be able to tell you more. I don't know if I froze them because my computer went a bit fuzzy, but that's what you get for technical issues, isn't it? But here we are. Thank you for letting us finish this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'll see you
Always
soon.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.